Hello, trading has closed on May 29th, 2024. We always do our disclaimer first, go over our calls, and then make our predictions. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, which is May 30th. Please remember, my calls can be wrong. Trade at your own risk. Also, usually I watch the market all day. I'm just not able to do it the rest of this month and probably early next month. And I may not be risking any of my own money on these calls because I'm busy for most of the day. Look for the pattern with the early high, which is this. Tomorrow should have the early low. We said that prices were consolidating and that yesterday's pattern was positive if we could hold on to this late gain. We said bears needed to gap and promptly undercut this low to maintain the pattern, which was a rejection of the high. They had to do it, and they did. This is what we said. We also called for a sizable move, which we did get. During the day, MEJT said this drop wouldn't stick, said the rally wouldn't stick, and that's played out. This is Tom DeMark's TDST line. There's resistance going one full bar over the line. We went one bar over the line. That was it. The longer you pound on resistance, the greater the chance you break through, but that never happened. We now appear to be breaking down, and if that follows through and futures are down significantly as I'm recording this, that would mean that resistance held. We've actually been saying for close to 2 weeks we had just about everything we needed to call a top. The one thing we didn't have was for prices to stop consolidating and start dropping. And if we can just hold on to this drop in overnight futures, that's the one missing piece of the puzzle, which will no longer be missing. We're now looking at this channel. We went over the channel, stopped at the Gann fan line. We're now completely under the channel. We always need follow through with any break, but assuming we hold on to the overnight drop, which we're seeing now, that would be follow through. So a break under the channel, back up into the channel, unable to even come anywhere near this high, and then down under the channel again. That's pretty negative stuff. Thursday's pattern has the early low regardless of where we open. Prices have been consolidating for about 2 weeks in the resistance area. Breadth now has deteriorated markedly, and it appears that resistance is holding and that a correction has begun. Not looking for a disaster here, but I am looking for a correction. I'd like to point out this is a wall with gap pattern. These things do fill at some point. More often than not, they'll fill within a day or so, but that doesn't look very likely. And if they don't fill quickly, they don't have to fill anytime soon. So we're on the verge of breaking down significantly. Now, things can all change tomorrow. I mean, we open up here, forget what I'm saying, but that doesn't look very likely at this point. So it's the pattern with the early low. After 2 weeks of consolidating, it looks like we're breaking down, barring some overnight reversal. Looks like the decline has begun, and that's today's call.